I'm the king. There was another time, I was about 24 years old, college grad, worked for about a year, and then started grad school. I was really trying to take charge of my career, so I started networking a lot, reaching out to people on LinkedIn, coffee chats, and whatnot. Was really trying to tap on people older than me to give me some guidance on possible moves I could make, career-wise. On an unrelated note, my dad was always abnormally protective of our cars. His classic mantra was, if you don't have a car in this country, you're fucked. Really nice. In turn, we would not be allowed to use the cars most of the time. I think that was his way of protecting, quote unquote, what was his. He was particularly protective of our van, a 2007 Honda Odyssey. Now don't get me wrong, it's a really nice van, but nothing too fancy. We were pretty much never allowed to drive that car if he wasn't riding shotgun. One day, I was meeting up someone who I had met on LinkedIn for coffee. I was running a bit late, and when I go to start up the car I normally drive, which is a 2007 Honda Civic, I notice there are 3 to 4 cars parked behind it, with the Odyssey being the last in that line. I rush back in and ask my dad if I can take the Odyssey just this one time. He obviously said no, so I had to move all the cars behind the Civic and head to the meeting. Luckily, the meeting went very well, and I still keep in touch with that connection to this day. After I got home, though, the fam and I decided to go get some pizza for dinner. As I was getting in the car, my dad asked, "How'd the meeting go?" I was joking, but it probably wasn't the right move. Given my dad had a short fuse, I sarcastically go, "Well, Dad, you and I aren't talking right now." So anyway, we continue driving. I'm driving, my dad's riding shotgun, and mom, brother, and sister-in-law in the back seat. My mom ends up asking me how the meeting went, and I go, "Well, it would have been better if Dad had let me take the Odyssey." And again, I know I'm poking the bear. At this point, my dad fucking loses it. He goes, "Motherfucker, this is all my shit," pointing at the car we're driving in. He goes, "I'm the fucking king in here." And I was like, damn, King Kong just pulled up, I guess. But at that point in my life, I was no longer going to take that disrespect he had been giving us his whole life. I clapped back at him hard, and I think he was a little scared after that. I even apologized afterwards though, but I didn't really think I did anything wrong. But I was trying to be the bigger man, something I always had to do when I was living at home. A little food for thought.